Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear brothers and sisters, this is your brother Gabriel Romaani. I've been counseling for pretty much close to 21 years now. And many people still ask me, what are three things that make or break a marriage? What are three things that if we can fix, our marriage will be better? What are three things that we can work on? Our marriage is going to be perfect or close to it. Nothing's perfect, of course, but you know what I mean. What are three things that if I could have keep a tab on, maybe I would have not divorced? What are these three important things? First and foremost, my brother and sister, know that there's more than three things. Marriage doesn't last or rely only on three issues. However, if I were to pick out of all the list of things that are important in a marriage, I would pick the following three. Number one, Aqidah. You have to make sure that you are on the same level when it comes to your faith, when it comes to your belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how you view Islam, your world view of Islam, your belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How many couples fall out because they do not have the same Aqidah? They don't understand Allah correctly as per the Quran, the Sunnah. And that leads to a lot of problems. People might think that it doesn't, but in reality it does. Number two, communication. Communication is key. Women like to talk, men don't like to talk too much. How do we bring these two together? Men are not the greatest at communicating sometimes the way women want to, and maybe that's because we look at communication from a very different angle or paradigm. But both men and women need to understand how the other communicates, and communication is essential because that's how you understand each other. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the Quran as a communication from Him. If we do not understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, guess what? We're going to end up astray. Same thing, husband and wife don't understand each other, they will end up astray. Now the last one, number three, and it is a very important one. And people might be shocked as to why I chose this as number three. It is intimacy. When it comes to Aqidah, inshallah, you can work on it. You can take durus from Mashaykh or upon the Quran and Sunnah. You can take lessons, you can read books. You can fix it, inshallah, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. You just have to want to have an intention to find the truth and to stick to the truth. When it comes to communication, there are courses for communication, there's counseling. There's plenty of opportunities to get to understand each other better as a husband and wife, no doubt about it. But what about intimacy? It's such a soft, yet a taboo thing. It's such a difficult issue and subject to address. So how do we do it? Why is intimacy, first and foremost, so important? Because it is that connection through which a husband and a wife express love. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made halal. The first thing in nikah is intimacy. Paid the mahar, you have basically the opportunity now through the covenant that you've taken with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be intimate with each other. It is extremely important. So many marriages fail due to a lack of intimacy or the wrong intimacy or incompatibility in intimacy. We live in a world that is very hypersexualized. There's so many problems out there, so many perversions, so many things. We all have been exposed to it. And if you have not, then may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you. That is amazing. Most people practicing, non-practicing, semi-practicing, cultural, non-cultural, because of social media, because of mobile phones, because of YouTube, Instagram, so many things. They've been exposed one way or the other. They've seen it, something. They understand. They understand what pornography means. They understand what sex means. They understand what masturbation means. They understand what addiction means. They do understand all these things. But who is going to teach us intimacy based on the Quran and the Sunnah? Did the Prophet ﷺ ever talk about these things? Did the Prophet ﷺ ever explain anything that deals with this sensitive topic? And the answer is yes, indeed he did. Because he said, I did not leave anything unaddressed. Nothing has been left unaddressed. So my brother and sister, I've done this course. I've developed this course, the intimacy blueprint, the masterclass that we've developed now, and we've packaged it for you in this blueprint. It is a course for men and one for women. It is called The Art of the First Night. It is an amazing course that I've worked so hard at to keep it, of course, very polite, yet to explain what a man should expect on the first night, what he could do as he is obviously the provider, what he should do, what is a sunnah, what du'as, what approaches he can take, so he can be more relaxed and more calm and know that it's not just some course, but it's actually connected to the Quran. So it's something that's halal, it's something that Allah is pleased with. And for the women, the sisters, they've asked over and over again, okay, you're doing this course for men. Men are a bit different than us. We are shy, we don't know. What should we expect? What should we do? Is this appropriate? Is it not? So I've done something for them as well to explain to them what could it be and what would it mean and how they should behave and what to expect and what they could do, what could they wear, all these questions have been answered, inshallah, in the class. Make sure you hit that link in this video, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, and benefit from the art the first night. Both brothers and sisters. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.